What's going on, guys? Today in this video we are going to talk about how to safely deliver for delivery apps during a pandemic. I recently got asked, could I do a video on safely doing these delivery apps? How do you do it during a pandemic, or how do you sign up to become a driver? And I thought, you know what, that would be a great idea. But I also thought, you know what, now would be a great time for some customer education as well. So first off, it's fairly easy to sign up for the apps, but you have to make sure your area has Uber Eats, DoorDash, or Grubhub. And most markets do have it now, but check with your area. There's some other apps out there as well that we don't have in my area that are a thing out west or down in the south. You can also sign up to become a roadie driver, which is you're delivering various different things. You could even deliver prescriptions, but be careful with that, because remember, you're picking up from a pharmacy. If it's a pharmacy that's busy, that could carry some risk. You can also deliver for Amazon and Amazon Fresh, and with Amazon Fresh, that's actually a really cool one. I'm signing up for it. I'm just on a waiting list right now, so I haven't actually done it yet. I know people who do it, and it's great. You could pick up really early in the morning when there's nobody around and just leave it at the customer's steps or house, and outside of their house, and have absolutely no contact with people, which is absolutely fantastic. Now with DoorDash, Uber, and even Grubhub, there can be non-contact deliveries. It just depends on what the customer has requested. And one thing, no matter what type of delivery they requested, mask. Make sure you are masking. Just because the customer says just leave at door, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to play out that way. They could end up coming outside. And then there's also meet at door. And please, guys, this goes for drivers, this goes for customers. Please, if you're going to have contact, if it's a contact delivery, please mask up. Just that 30-second delivery is all it could take to transmit COVID to one another. I mean, that's how it works. When you're picking up in a restaurant, please mask up. There is no excuse. Some places you're picking up are going to be crowded. I see so many drivers that don't mask, and I saw something yesterday that really got under my skin. It wasn't the best thing in the world. I was picking up last night at dinner rush, Cheesecake Factory, and I saw multiple drivers sitting there coughing away while they're waiting for the order. And they weren't going like this. Oh no, they were doing it into their hand. Please don't do that. That's not the right thing. It's disgusting. Then you're going to pick up the customer's order. No. If you're sick, stay home and mask up. Mask up if you're going to be out. It might prevent you from getting sick in the first place. All right, a few other things, very important things. Someone asked, do you need to place the order? In most cases, no. Back in the early days of DoorDash, you had to. Uber does have a card as well, and all these cards, it comes directly out of the app. Grubhub has a card. I don't do that. So in most cases, no. Sometimes you will get shop and deliver, where you pick up some items at PetSmart, Petco, Walgreens, Rite Aid, CVS, various different places. I think sometimes Target can pop up as well. Very rare do I ever get those, but every market is different. Your area could be different. Maybe you're in a college town. If you're in a college town, that's going to pop up more frequently. Something else that's very important. Please, I shouldn't even have to say this, have the proper delivery bags. I have several different bags. I can get pizza shop orders. I can also get catering orders. More about catering orders in a second. And, you can get any different type of order. And say you have to drive 5 or 6 miles away from the restaurant. Now, in my area, 5 or 6 miles away from a restaurant, that can be upwards of 15 minutes, maybe longer, depending on traffic. There's a lot of traffic in this area. You want the order to be hot when you get to the customer. I hear time and time again, restaurants, pizza shops thanking me. Thank you for having hot bags. You don't know how many calls we get from customers saying their food came cold. Yeah, it's because drivers don't have the proper bags. Here's my DoorDash catering bag. It's a really nice big bag. It probably doesn't even fit the camera. We have pizza shop bag right here. or we will use that tonight. We have another pizza shop bag. We have another bag in the trunk. We have this Grubhub bag. I'm well equipped with a lot of bags. Now, even with that, if you're doing catering orders, not all that's going to fit in a bag. Sometimes you can get these really huge catering orders. I said sometimes. Not all the time. Don't go out there thinking, oh man, I'm going to get me a nice catering order with $500 worth of food. They're going to leave a big tip. That doesn't happen every day. Will it happen sometimes? It depends on your area. Are there a lot of businesses near your area? That's something else we're leading up to. During the weekdays, you will be delivering to businesses. And like catering orders, for example. Now, you and I both know there's still a pandemic ongoing. But hey, business is back to normal at businesses. So they're having their business meetings. Please, see how I'm dressed a little nicer here? Please, dress nice if you're going to come out and do these apps. Don't come out in pajamas. Oh, I just woke up. Ooh. No. Because you're actually, you could be picking up at some really nice restaurants and whatnot. And I see some that come out, it's like, they don't have any care in the world. Well, restaurants don't like that. And believe it or not, some restaurants actually have said, you know what? We don't want this clientele coming into our restaurant to do pickup. Guess what? We're not using these apps anymore. That's not the image that we want. I mean, we have a nice establishment here, and yes, people still do eat at restaurants. We see it all the time. It happens. As much as we want to be safe, it's going to happen. And see, here you go. Here comes an ambulance now. The pandemic is still ongoing. Restaurants see people coming in not dressed nice. They may shut their app off because they may be kind of an upscale establishment trying to set a good reputation or image. So please, make sure you're dressed nice. And again, the key takeaway here is do these apps safely. Mask everywhere you go. Use hand sanitizer. I've been filling this bottle up for a very long time. And here's something else. It's a tip that you'll probably never hear anyone mention but me. If someone else mentions, it'd be great. Get a good feel of what the ventilation and air quality is. Now, we're sitting here talking in the car. This is actually our third take trying to do this video. So you're going to be a little alarmed by this reading. Yes, that's 3,200. The windows aren't down. Trust me, as soon as we're done here, the windows are going down. And the air is going back on. But the point I'm trying to make is, if you're going into a restaurant and you have an AirNet or some sort of an air quality meter, check it. Check what the ventilation and air quality is there. But don't make it obvious. Just like pull it out of your pocket, let it refresh for a minute and see, well, what's the air quality here? Like, interesting. Know where your good ventilation places are going to be, because when you go at dinner time, should you choose that, you can work any time of day. You could even work nighttime if you wanted to. When you go at dinner time, places are going to be crowded. And when places are crowded and ventilation's poor, we know when the air quality readings are higher, such as what I'm getting right here now. Wow, that's really concerning. When the air quality readings are higher, there's a higher chance of transmission. Alrighty, I think we covered a lot here. Key takeaway is just do these apps safely. Customers, if you want to meet us at door, please, it's not that hard to do. Just for a few seconds. Just for a few seconds when we meet you at the door, put a mask on. Because you know what? You don't know. Like I saw yesterday, I saw drivers that were visibly coughing. They may have been sick with something. That could be coming to you, and that driver could, give whatever they have to your family. You don't want that. We don't want to be sick. You don't want to be sick. So let's just do these apps safely. And drivers, please, mask up. I mean, you're going to busy establishments. Transmission, it's real. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I have. I can't think of anything else at this time. Oh, yes, one more thing. If you are doing these apps, and sometimes you're going to get a delivery where it's a really bad drop-off, try and, message the customer. Try and talk to the customer and coordinate something to make it better. But if you're in an area where there's visibly a parking spot, and this doesn't only work for delivery, this works for pickup as well. If you're in a spot where there's clearly parking spaces, we're in a parking lot right now, there's parking spaces. Don't park in front of the business. Don't just park there with your four-way flashers on. Actually pull into a parking spot. And if you're delivering, don't completely block a roadway. Find a place to park. We sometimes have to park, almost the next block down. That doesn't bother me. I got a Fitbit right here. I'm actually trying to get as many steps as possible. It's not the worst thing in the world if you have to walk a little further to the customer, but just don't block the road. I mean, I see drivers that do that. Then people start getting frustrated, especially in a downtown setting. Now, I will not deliver in downtown Philadelphia. That's just, to me, it's like, no, I don't want the headaches of doing that. So I do come out here to the suburbs. It's just much easier. So, yeah, don't block the roadway. Alrighty, guys, if you have any questions, I know I probably forgot something. We may do a part 2 of this with things that I have missed. Leave me a question down below. We also have our channel's email address, which is listed in the About Me section. You can send me an email. I'll respond to it. If you need any help signing up for these apps, or maybe you are a delivery driver and you want to follow some of these tips that we just went through, by all means, do it. Alrighty, guys, thanks for watching this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe to my channel down below. If you know someone who's becoming a driver or someone who would appreciate any of the other content we do on our channel, by all means, share this with them. I will see you guys again next time. Until I see you again next time, stay safe, everyone. Have a fantastic day.